Okay, so if we can all go ahead and mute ourselves, we will go ahead and get started. This will be recorded and will be available on Snooze YouTube page. So if you ever want to go back and watch some videos, they are on the link that the original link to get here was on. So awesome, thank you for joining. My name is Megan. If you're ready, let's go ahead and get ourselves comfortable in a gentle seated position, and we'll go ahead and get started. So we've got Goober front and center here. Hopefully he stays put. Let's go ahead and sit nice and comfortably, and we'll sit up nice and tall. So maybe you're sitting cross-legged. If the hips or knees are tight, you can always place some pillows underneath the knees. If you'd like, you can gently close your eyes or maybe stare at just something on the floor. And we will begin with some gentle breathing, and we'll just allow ourselves to settle in and get grounded. And so as you land here on your yoga mat, beginning your practice, allow yourself to just soften and let go. So sitting up nice and tall, it's like a string is attached to the ears, lifting up towards the ceiling. So the crown of the head is lifting up, the chin is parallel with the floor, the shoulders are melting down your back. And notice the grip on your fingertips, so maybe they're resting on your knees, and allow that to be gentle. And notice the muscles of your face, if anything is tense there, sometimes through the jaw or the space between the eyebrows, allow that to just sort of melt a bit. And we'll do some mindful breathing. So we'll inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 2, and then a long exhale out through the mouth for a count of 4. So you're welcome to give that a try. Let's inhale through the nose, breath in. And hold, and then slow exhale out through the mouth. So feel your body kind of filling up and then letting go. Let's do that 2 more times at your pace. And 1 more time, big full breath in. And big exhale out through the mouth. Awesome, gently open the eyes up if they were closed. We'll start by warming the hips up. So go ahead and grab for the right foot, the sole of the right foot and the right knee. And we're just gonna kind of rock gently here from side to side. Now, if you'd like to try a different variation of this, you can kind of wrap the shin in your arms and interlace the hands here. So I'm flexing my right foot, still working on sitting up nice and tall. And then notice maybe a nice stretch in that right glute and the hip area as you gently rock from side to side. And from here, why don't we drop your left hand for support, and we will lengthen out this left foot. And now bring the right foot up and over the left leg. And we'll come into a spinal twist. So inhale, reach your left arm up nice and high. And exhale, twist towards the right. So my left elbow is hooking the right knee. Right fingertips are just gently pressing to the floor, so letting the spine stay nice and long. Relax the shoulders, hug your belly button towards your spine, and as you exhale, walk the gaze a bit farther over that right shoulder. Notice if you can get a bit deeper into the twist. All right, come right back through center and come into a seated tree. So bring your right foot, the sole of the right foot, right towards your left leg. Feel a nice opening through the right hip. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, as you fold and reach for your left foot, see if you can let the heart lead the way. Heart stays open and your spine stays nice and long. Hands have either maybe got the foot or maybe they don't, and they're just sort of resting gently on the floor for support. And as we move through the practice, see if you can work with the inhales and exhales. So on an inhale, can you lengthen out anywhere, maybe through the spine? Maybe you lift up a bit in the heart. And as you exhale, an opportunity to fold a bit deeper. And then let's gently lift in the chest. Come back up to a seated position. And now we'll reach for our left foot. So we're reaching for the sole of your left foot and the left knee. And then you can stay with hands like this, or if you'd like to wrap that shin in your arms and interlace your hands, you can go for that. And just a nice gentle rock from side to side. And if you'd like to just drop a hand back for support and extend out this right leg, you can see how that feels, and we will come into our twist. So guide your left foot up and over the right leg. Hug your belly button in, big inhale, reach up with your right hand, breath in, and exhale, twist. Great, and notice the gaze, notice the breath. Again, inhale, opportunity to lengthen. Exhale, continue to twist. And come on right back towards center and drop right into your seated tree pose. Let the shoulders roll back. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold and reach for the right foot. To get kind of a stretch through the right calf, if you've got the right foot, you can kind of pull the toes towards your face to get an opening through the back of your right leg. All right, and gently lift back up. Let's bend our knees and bring your feet to the floor, and the hands are on the floor behind you. And we're just gonna let our knees drop from right to left. So just letting them fall from side to side. Okay. And then from here, let's bring it back to a seated position. All right, sit up nice and tall, and we'll take right ear to the right shoulder just to warm up the neck a bit. And then if you'd like, start to tuck the chin just a little bit. And then from here, maybe you drop your chin towards your chest, so let the head kind of just drop down right in the middle. Then over to the other side, so left ear, left shoulder. You can tuck the chin a little bit, let the head drop back through center. And then go ahead and lift the head back up. Let's take a big inhale, reach the arms up nice and high. And then interlace the fingertips, big exhale, press the palms up. Nice, so we're engaging through the arms. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, let's press the palms forward. So feel your spine sort of rounding and let your chin hug towards your chest. 2 more times. Inhale, press the palms up towards the ceiling. Awesome. Exhale, palms press forward. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, press the palms up. Exhale, press the palms forward, tuck the chin, hug your belly button towards your spine. And inhale, go ahead, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows, let your hands come to the base of your skull. Feel the elbows kind of soft and just sort of opening up to a space behind you to get a nice opening through the front of your body. And if this feels okay, you can start lifting your chin a bit up towards the ceiling, bringing the gaze up. And then next exhale, gently come out of that and bring your hands down towards the mat. And let's roll our shoulders out a bit. So just kind of rolling and hugging them up towards your ears, letting them go on an exhale. We'll go one more time. Inhale, hug the shoulders up. And exhale, let them melt down your back. Please stop, Riley. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, reach over towards your left. So we get a nice lateral stretch here through the right side body. If you'd like, drop your left forearm down towards the mat. Really reach and lengthen through your right fingertips. And then come right back through center. Leave your right fingertips on the ground and float to the other side. So inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, reach and stretch over to your right. And an option to drop down to your right forearm. Notice how that feels. Drop the elbow. See if you can lengthen through your left fingertips just a bit more. Another breath in. And exhale, back up through center. Let's work our way into child's pose. So dropping our way down to our mat. Bringing your knees towards the edges of the mat. And if it's okay, come onto the tops of the feet, maybe the big toes are touching, and we are relaxing through our hips. And let the heart center drop down towards the mat. Reach the hands forward. So we'd like the forehead to be in contact with something. So if you've got a pillow or a block where it can rest on your hands. And notice if you can really let your heart begin to soften and melt down towards the mat. The hips are sinking back towards your heels. And let's take 3 breaths. Now as we continue cultivating a nice sense of kind of relaxation and calmness and feeling present, see if you can hold on to this throughout the class. So really staying present through the poses, staying focused, and knowing that at any point you can always come back to child's pose to kind of rest or reset. And another deep breath in. And a full exhale out. From here, go ahead and press your way up to your tabletop position. So walk the knees in a bit towards one another so that they are under your hips. And your wrists are right underneath the shoulders, and really spread your fingertips nice and wide. If this doesn't feel okay on your wrists, you can always come into fist position. So in your tabletop, you really want to be activating your core. So hug your belly button towards your spine. The back of your neck is nice and long. And from here, extend and kick the right foot back behind you with your right toes facing down towards the ground. And we really want to be pressing into the mat with our finger pads. So we're kind of lifting up in our shoulders. And from here, you're welcome to reach your left hand forward. And here we're using lots of core, hugging your belly button towards your spine, and you're kicking out through your right heel and really lengthening through your left fingertips. We'll hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your left hand right underneath the left shoulder, and the right toes, keep the right leg long and bring the right toes towards the back edge of your mat. Press into the hands and work your right heel down towards the ground to get a stretch through your calf. And so my left knee is still on the mat for support. And then go ahead and bring your right foot back up, and we're gonna actually bring it up and over the left. So let the right toes come down towards the floor. Keep working the right heel down towards the ground. Gaze over your left shoulder. And now we have a opening through the right side body. Awesome, and then come on back towards center, back to your tabletop. And from here, take any kind of movements that feel good. So we're staying soft through our elbows, letting our hips just kind of move in circles to warm up. And let's go ahead and take it to the other side. So back to a neutral tabletop position. And kick the left foot back behind you. Go ahead and flex the left foot so your left toes are facing down towards the ground. Option to stay here for more of a challenge. Reach your right fingertips forward. And so whatever is connected to the ground, so that left hand in your right knee, really ground down and press through it like you're pressing the earth away from you. And use your core. Reach through the fingers and through that left heel for 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring the right hand right underneath the right shoulder, left toes to the back edge of the mat. Work on keeping your left leg straight. Press into the hands and get a nice opening and stretch through that left calf. Go ahead and lift the left leg, bring it up and over the right leg. So the left toes now are on the ground. Glance over that right shoulder. Awesome, then come on back towards your tabletop. From here, we'll do a nice opening through the shoulder. So it's called thread the needle. So bring your left hand forward a bit. We're gonna drop down onto our right shoulder. We're going to bring our right arm and hand underneath the left arm. So my right palm is facing up towards the ceiling. I've got my left hand on the ground, and the side of my head is kind of just gently resting on the ground, and the right shoulder is as well. And whatever feels good with the left hand and the left arm, move it to wherever you feel comfortable and supported. And once that dog lays down, hopefully you guys can see me again. And another deep breath in. And big exhale out. Gently find your way out of that. So we want to bring our hands back underneath our shoulders, tabletop position. And from here, let's go to the other side. So maybe creep your right arm forward a bit. Drop down onto that left shoulder. The left arm and hand comes underneath the right arm. So my left palm is face up towards the ceiling. My right hand is down on the mat for support. And my hips are still stacked right over my knees. Stay for a couple breaths. And then press into the mat, come on back to tabletop. Let's slide our hands over towards the left edge of the mat, and we're going to slide our right foot forward. And we've got a hand on either side of the foot. And your right toes are facing forward, and see if you can really melt into your left hip. So that right ankle should be right underneath that right knee. If it's not, walk the right toes forward a bit. We'll come into some side twists. If you'd like more of a challenge, you can lift the back knee up, so that's always an option. Leave the left hand on the mat big. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Really reach through your right fingertips. And exhale, lower it back down. To the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Other side, option for a half bind. So if you want to bring the back of your right hand to your low back, nice opening through your right shoulder. Maybe you're glancing up at the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower that hand back down and switch your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, half bind if you'd like. So I've got a bend through my elbow, just gently kind of grazing the low back. Another breath in. Awesome. Exhale, lower that hand back down. Both hands down on the mat. Shift your hips back for your runner's stretch. Right toes flexing towards the face. Work on straightening through your right leg. Feeling a stretch on the back of the right leg. So my hips are pulling towards the back edge of the mat. My heart is kind of pulling forward, and for a deeper stretch, you can start folding your upper body over your right leg. Begin to bend your right knee and bring your right foot to the floor. Tuck your back toes under and step this left foot kind of up and out a bit. Both hands are down on the mat. So we've got this wide fold over our right leg. So drop through the head and neck as you fold over your right thigh. If this doesn't feel good on the legs, definitely bring a gentle bend through the knees. We're really grounding down through the feet in this pose. And then let's leave both of our hands on the mat. We'll come into a modified airplane. So right foot stays down on the floor. Lift the left foot up. We're really grounding down through the right foot. Both hands are down on the mat. If you want support, go ahead and drop the left toes down to the ground. And so in our airplane, we're working on lifting the heart, really kick through this back left heel. And if you'd like, maybe you try lifting one arm in a hand back behind you, and then you can try to lift both. Again, using the core, shoulder blades are now wrapping around my spine for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, soften through the knees and come into a forward fold at the top of your mat. So your feet are hips width distance apart. And bend your knees. Grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll pose. Drop your head, shake it out. Release your hands down to the mat and let's come back into our tabletop. And now we'll go to the other side. So gently move the hands over to the right edge of the mat. Slide your left foot forward. So the left toe is facing 12 o'clock. Left ankle is right underneath the left knee, melting into the hips. So adjust your back leg and knee as needed. All right, so we've got both hands on the floor. Always got the option to lift the back knee if you'd like. All right, let's breathe and twist. Right hand stay down on the mat. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Big breath in. Exhale, lower down. To the other side. Inhale, sweep that arm up. Spread and reach through your fingertips. Open up. Exhale, lower down. Okay, option for a half bind. Breath in, reach. Exhale, half bind. Opening up that left shoulder, another breath in. Awesome. Exhale and drop your left hand down. And one more time. Breath in and reach. Exhale, drop into that half bind. Stay for another breath. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Both hands on either side of that left foot. Shift back to your runner's stretch. Let the hands kind of walk back with you so that they kind of support your upper body wherever you're comfortable. This isn't feeling okay on the left knee. Bring a soft bend to it. Left toes flexing towards the face for a deeper stretch. Fold the upper body over the left leg. Gently go ahead, bend your left knee, bring the left foot to the floor. Tuck these right toes under. Leave your hands on the mat. We're going to step our back foot up and out a bit. So my right toes are angled up at the top right-hand corner of my mat. Fold your upper body over the left leg. Really ground down through the feet. So a nice pose of surrender. Soften through your belly. Let go of any weight in the head and neck and fold. Modifications always available, so if this is too tight on the hamstrings or knees, gently bend the knees. Okay, ground down through that left foot. Make sure your left toes are facing 12 o'clock. We're going to shift into that airplane pose. So power down through the left foot. Walk the hands forward a bit, keeping them on the floor at first. Have a gentle bend in both your knees and really kind of kick out the back of the right heel. My right toes are facing down towards the ground. Option to maybe lift one arm and then maybe lifting another, or maybe both hands stay down on the ground, whatever works. Keep on lifting through the heart, use the core, and whatever your airplane looks like, find its fullest expression and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Why don't we interlace our hands at the low back, squeeze the palms together and let the knuckles start to drop up and overhead so you get a nice opening through the shoulders. If the hands aren't interlacing, you've always got the option to use a towel or a yoga strap here. Exhale, release the hands down towards the mat. Bend the knees a bit and bring the right hand between your 2 feet. From here, really press down through the feet. So we want to straighten a bit through the left leg. Keep a soft bend through the right knee and twist and reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. So for me, I feel this stretch really in my left leg and glute, hamstring, and a little bit in top of my hip as well. Always an option for a half bind here as well. So a nice little opening through the shoulder. And another breath. Exhale, fold forward, bend both your knees a lot. Let's hang here just for a second. Take it out. And to the other side. So bring your left hand between the 2 feet. Really press down through both of your feet. Straighten a bit through the right leg. Bend through that left knee. And then inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And maybe you kind of come onto your left fingertips a bit. You can even lift a bit higher towards the ceiling for 3, 2, and 1. Big exhale, fold forward. And from here, inhale, come into a halfway lift. So let your hands come towards your shins, resting on the shins. Let the heart pull forward. Have a soft bend through the knees. Stack the neck nice and long. Exhale, fold forward. Take 2 more halfway lifts. On the breath in, Inhale, hug your belly button towards your spine. Pull your shoulders away from the ears. Exhale and fold. Press through the feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Let the heart pull forward. Exhale and fold. Okay, rise up to stand. Big inhale, press through the feet. Roll the shoulders down your back. Big inhale, reach the arms up. Press through the feet. Exhale, fold forward. So these are half sun salutations. We will do a few of these. Breath in, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Press through your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Staying soft through the knees. Inhale, maybe your gaze comes up towards the ceiling, baby back bend. Exhale, fold it forward. 2 more times. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet, rise up to stand. Sweep the arms up, spread those fingertips. Exhale, fold forward. All right, last one here. Use your breath in your pace. Go for it. We'll all meet back in a forward fold. And forward fold. Let's leave our right foot down on the ground. Big step back with the left foot. We're gonna come into warrior 2. So for warrior 2, we've got almost our back foot parallel with the back edge of the mat. A bend through our front leg. Right toes facing directly forward. A nice opening through the hips and the shoulders. If it feels okay, go ahead and lift the arms. Awesome. Ignite and spread through the fingertips. Gaze over your front middle finger and really ground down. Let's take a breath in. Press through the feet. Breath in. Lift the arms up. And exhale, warrior 2. Flip your front palm. Inhale, flip in reverse. So reach your right fingertips. Try up first and then back. And then we'll float into our side angle. So let your right elbow gently rest on the top of your right thigh. Keep pressing through your feet and reach the left arm up. Grounding down through the feet. Option for a half bind here. So if you'd like to bring the back of your left hand to your low back, you can try for that. And then depending on how open we are, this top of the left hand can come all the way to that right thigh if that is an option. So continue breathing, sinking into the hips. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to shift into a low lunge. So bring both hands down to the mat, one on either side of the foot. Come onto the ball of the back foot, low lunge. Awesome. Drop your back knee down. We'll come into deepest lunge. So bring your right foot towards the right edge of your mat. And we've got both hands now on the inside of the right foot. If it feels okay, the right ankle should be right underneath that right knee. And we're getting all sorts of openings through the right kind of adductors and glute, and then evenly the left hip flexors. For a deeper stretch, you can drop down onto your forearms. And then if you'd like to get a stretch through that right glute, press back up into your hands. So now the hands are on the mat. Turn your right toes out to about 2 o'clock and roll onto the pinky edge side of the foot so you can see the sole of your foot. And this right hand will gently come to the right thigh, top of the right knee. If it feels okay, you can just give a gentle little opening, gentle little press on this right leg. So notice if the breath starts getting a little choppy, if this starts feeling a bit like not okay or unpleasant, breathe through it and know where maybe you should back off a bit and find that sort of safe spot. We definitely want to keep our body safe. All right, bring that right foot back down towards the floor and walk it in towards the middle of your mat. So now we've got a hand on either side of our foot. Tuck these back toes under and we'll step forward to a forward fold. Feet are about hips width distance apart and fold the upper body. Shake it out, and from here we will take warrior two on the left side. So keeping the hands down on the mat, big step back with that right foot. And now as much time as you need here to adjust yourself. So your right foot is almost parallel with the back edge of your mat. And your left heel is in line just with the middle of your right foot. Left toes are facing directly forward. And the knee is over your ankle. Awesome, you guys know where we're going. So warrior two, relax the shoulders, let them open up, reach through the fingertips. Big breath in, press through your feet and reach and lift everything up. And exhale, warrior two. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, flip your front palm, revolve and reach back. So we reach up, and if it feels okay, start reaching back and challenge yourself and stay low in your front leg. Keep bending through that left knee. As you exhale, float to your side angle, left elbow to your left thigh, and reach the right arm up. So we want our hips to be opening up here. So we do that by pressing into really grounding down through the pinky edge of that right foot. Option for a half bind. Top arm comes to the low back, right shoulder opening up. All right, we're gonna shift our way into our deepest lunge. So we do that by dropping both hands down on the mat. Come onto the ball of the right foot, low lunge. Drop your right knee. And walk your left foot out towards the left edge of your mat. So now you've got both hands on the inside of the left foot. And so adjust yourself so you're comfortable here. Adjust this right knee how you need to. Left ankle is right underneath the left knee. And you've got the option to drop down to your forearms. Relax through the head and neck. Got the option to stay in this pose, or if you'd like, press through the hands again. Turn your left foot out to 10 o'clock. Roll onto the pinky edge side of the foot. Sole of the left foot, and your left hand to your left knee, your inner thigh, giving it a gentle push. That feels okay. And maybe gazing over that left shoulder. Okay, gently lowering down, bring that left foot back down towards the ground. Bring the left foot towards the center of the mat. We'll come back into that low lunge and find your way forward to a forward fold. So however that looks like, big step forward maybe. Okay, press through the feet, big inhale. Let's lift all the way up. Reach the arms up, inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. And let's step back to a high plank. So in a high plank, we've got our, your hands and feet are about hips width distance apart, pushing the ground away from you, just like we did in our tabletop position. Have a little micro bend through the elbows. You can always drop the knees for support. Backs of the legs lifting up towards the ceiling. Use your core for 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop your knees down and then sink your hips down. And then flip onto the tops of your feet. Keep the elbows bent. And maybe you rock from side to side. And from here, let's tuck our toes under and shift back to downward facing dog. So we want to press into the finger pads, spread the fingers nice and wide, engage through your arms. Bend your knees and lift your hips up, relax the head and neck. Sending your chest back towards your thighs, letting the head hang nice and heavy. Bending one leg and straightening the other. All right, we want to find our way to the tops of our mat. So you can either walk your feet forward, bend the knees, and take a nice jump forward. And we're going to lower all the way down. Before we lower all the way down, let's come into just a seated butterfly. So bring the soles of your feet together. Sitting up nice and tall. Use these elbows, press them against the inner thighs and start to fold forward in the upper body. All right, go ahead and lift back up. Bring your hands gently behind you. Keep the knees bent and the feet on the floor. We'll take a pigeon pose. So take your right ankle, bring it over the left leg. So you've always got the option to take this lying down, and you could interlace the hands behind your left leg, kind of hug your leg closer towards you that way. So for a deeper stretch, bring your left heel back closer towards your glutes, and then, yeah, press into your hands, kind of creep, kind of just bring everything closer together. So you should feel a stretch through your right glute in the hip area. And soften your way out of this side. Maybe let the knees rock from side to side. All right, then to the other side. So cross your left leg over your right knee. And while you're here, notice if you can still let the heart open up. And still allowing your body to just soften. So any muscles through the face, the shoulders, the fingers. Awesome, one more breath. On exhale, let it go. Gently find your way out of this. And from here, we'll actually roll down onto our backs and we'll come into a quick waterfall. So gently lift your feet all the way up towards the ceiling. And you can actually bring yourself up against a wall for this pose if you'd like. Feet lifting straight up. And then start to bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, and come into a full body stretch. So let the legs get nice and long, arms reach up overhead. Spread your fingers and toes, big inhale. And big exhale. Let's come into our final resting pose. So allow yourself to be comfortable. We'll just stay here for a minute, but you're always welcome to obviously stay in your resting pose for as long as you'd like. So maybe the feet are towards the corners of your mat and the hands are maybe resting on your belly, or maybe they're on the floor, palms face up, and close your eyes. And in your final resting pose, feel yourself just kind of fully let go and soften, let the mat and the earth hold you. And focus on those nice deep breaths in and out, filling your body up, and then cleansing the breaths out. And a nice big inhale through the nose, nice and slow. And then out through the mouth, longer exhale. And again, full deep breath in through the nose. Inhale, fill up. Long exhale out through the mouth. Gently start moving the toes, the fingers, and let your neck and head maybe rock from the right and then to the left. Gently hug your knees in towards your chest. And then from here, find your way to a comfortable seated position. So maybe you rock front to back a few times. And we will end how we begin, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe legs are crisscrossed here, spine lengthening up towards the ceiling. Let the shoulders relax. Big inhale, spread the fingertips. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring the palms together towards heart center. And hug the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, let them melt down the back. Thank you for joining tonight. May you invite in peace, love, and joy. Namaste. Thank you for joining and practicing. Hopefully you enjoyed and are feeling great. My name is Megan. I teach every Monday at 6 p.m. So glad